And we are live, supposedly.
Cool.
And then I forget to. I hope there's no stream key or whatever. I always forget I gotta do the pop up chat link again, I think. Which seems like there's a way I'm just not doing that correctly.
You know what I get confused by? You said you use Google TV, right? I thought I put it on here too, but I don't know how to see like.
Google TV. I don't know what else that's for except I use it for like if I want to find a show and it's like it has like everything that it's streaming on, so you have to sit there and search for stuff.
Oh, I love the Google TV. I'm having a hard time with the YouTube part of it though, because don't like it doesn't like on when you're on computer or even your phone, it tells you when someone goes live. Like if I go to oh, it actually has it. Go to visit channel. Hey, nice splash for that. That's pretty fun. See how it looks on a big old 4K TV, probably just as good.
How's the chat look? Big enough?
I can't imagine.
Let's see.
It's actually funny. I can't imagine you can see it on phones. One of these times it'd be a fun poll. How do people actually um watch?
That would be fun.
Yep. Yeah, I'd be interested. I'd be actually interested to know.
You can't, it's so tiny. Well, if you're watching on your phone, I guess you can just look at the chat.
Yeah, I don't know how that works either. On YouTube TV, I mean, it looks just like it does on the computer, and depending on the size of it's small. Depending on the size of your TV, you can see it good though.
Could always
But I mean, I don't know who's sitting here watching watching Stardom fan on the. Yeah, I mean that actually looks better on computer and on the TV, and I don't know how it looks on the phone, but probably awesome.
Yeah, but we're here to do a power ranking. Which I haven't done. When's the last time we did a power ranking? Like November or
um,
October?
October, it might have actually been a little before. It was right around the beginning of October because that fell in line with the October Power Ranking podcast. But if you do want to rock and roll into this, officially, I was gonna wait and see if someone other than you said hi first. But once we get some faces up here and you start making people mad, then they start pouring in, right?
Yep.
So
So
let
should I?
me.
Well, because I have a huge shakeup to the power rankings.
A what?
I have a huge shakeup.
um. Yeah. Well, there's nothing else to. Well, let me do the intro, and then if you had something else to do, because I might have had a couple of things, housekeeping things, just in the meantime. It is a Sunday night, which isn't unusual for us. Usually it's stupid times, right? Maybe it's actually too early.
It's too normal.
It's too normal. All right. Well, let me go ahead and welcome you to the Stardom Fan Podcast. I'm Mark,
I'm Juno.
and today is our quarterly power rankings, the first of the year, the last of last year, however you want to look at it. Either way, it's reset time. We're going to click the reset switch and find out where the ladies land going into the year. But first,
But
anything on your mind to go over, or do you just want to hop right into this? I might have one or two things.
go for it.
All right. Well, real quick, just because it's still pretty awesome. The we have two January donators, and they are Enigma V4 and Jacob Rainbow Warrior, and they actually both have really good YouTube streams. Also, oh, Hedrick showed on up. All right, first one. I wanted to wait for before I put Jacob over. I wanted to wait for him to be in chat because I decided to look him up, and I tell you what, I have never seen a more impressive belt collection. So Jacob Rainbow Warrior on YouTube, search that up. Search Enigma V4 up for good podcasting on Talk for Glory,
Yeah,
and
Jacob's channel is really cool. He's got all these does a lot of unboxings. He's got this huge belt collection, and I watched his video where he was opening up a Cody weight belt, and the guy's got so many belts. I'm like, oh, somehow he got his hands on the real one.
it's funny. Yeah, well, that was my first introduction to our boy Jacob. Is I clicked on my first one. I clicked on was his unboxing of. Excuse me, let's try to get that out of my throat. Uh, his unboxing of the Never belt, and he starts off basically doing Big E pelvic like shakes or whatever. You know, I'm like, all right, this is gonna be this is gonna be my new favorite YouTube station. Oh, cool. Well, Hendrix is here for the power rankings. Well, there was a couple of thank yous I wanted to get out of the way. I had bullet points. I don't know if it's gonna. You know what? That'll come up later. Um, what else? Oh, just so you know, I mean, this might be between me and you, well, uh, where people come in or don't. My little to-do list is I got to get the Shimis on, the Shimi nominees on the .com, and then we want to do the votes, so we can probably do that by the end of the month, right?
Yep, probably
We have an
Stardom.
Azumi video to work on, or at least a Azumi podcast,
This
thanks to
is
Enigma.
an Azumi something.
And Azumi something. And a press conference, and I was actually going to put that up to you. I know there was just one, but I don't want to. I don't want to work on that the bunny rabbit press conference. I want to wait till a real one, and which might be at the end of the month. I'm assuming they'll probably do one going into that big February 8th show or whatever. Does that sound about right? I mean, you usually follow them, so probably in a couple of weeks they'll have a big press conference up, and we can tag team it and get that up hopefully in good timing.
Yeah, or I might just pick a press conference and translate the parts that I can, because if there's something I can't translate, then there's no point in trying, right?
Well, yeah.
Like if I,
I mean,
I'm like,
to
I
the
don't
best
want
of
to.
our ability, for
Yeah,
heaven's sakes. Yeah.
that's what I mean. I don't
Spend.
want to say I'm gonna
Yeah.
translate this press conference, and then I'm like, I don't understand what they're saying.
No, and even better with the power of editing, if there's a section of the press conference that we can translate, we don't understand. Guess what isn't in the what part of the press conference doesn't exist anymore on the video.
All
A little Kutsky here,
right.
Kutsky there. Everything is a okay.
Anything else you
Um,
got for me?
Maybe just a sneak peek. You know, I like to write in the NXT pod is probably gonna drop Tuesday afternoon. It's basically just a condensed version of the um, live stream that we did into normal audio form. But I like to do little taglines or something like what it's about. So here's what I have so far: the NXT pod. I think the title was going to be something along the lines of "A Stardom fan goes to NXT live." It's nice and simple, and I thought it was good. And as far as the description goes, if anything is possible, you can follow your dreams. Always accept the hard candy. First, okay, actually, that's all I have. But I liked both of those. So
The
maybe
whole
is that
thing.
backwards? Should it be always? Should it be yeah?
No, like that,
Well, that was
just like that.
just like that. Or should it be always accept the hard candy? Then, if anything is
No, I
possible,
like
you can
it the
follow
way
your
it's.
dreams.
I like the way
Follow
it's
your
at.
dreams. Okay, follow your dreams. Always accept the hard candy. All right, that's good foreshadowing.
All right. Well, since you're on that, since you're so, give people a couple minutes if they want to start piling in here, hopefully or not. Um, I forgot the best part of like my favorite part of the night last night, and it was like got the building like fired up because the first half, like there was some cheers and whatever, but it was a bunch of just okay matches.
So this is
Um,
talking about your NXT show.
yeah, the NXT show I went to, the house show I went to. The
Yeah.
second half after, I don't know if this must have been after intermission. It starts off as a regular tag team match like the rest, and then it turned into like WWE in all its glory, actually in a good way, where it's just a tag team match. And I don't know I'm not gonna even bother trying to remember names. I don't remember anyone at the shows. because I don't really watch NXT. But it's just two tag teams, and every single person came out with a girl. So I assume like, oh, they're managers, girlfriends, tag partners, like whatever.
Makes sense.
And for whatever reason, like the girls are getting snippy and they're screaming and they're yelling at each other. And then at one point, at one point, like from across they're both on opposite sides, like on the apron. They both just get in the ring and start getting in each other's face, and everyone's like, oh. And then like the guys are trying to pull them apart, and then they grab each other's hair and they start pulling and throwing punches. And then, of course, like the tag team partners got to get in the ring, and then, of course, their girlfriends have to get in the ring, and now it's just a free for all. And the ref, it's like, no, this match is over. It's a DQ or whatever, no contest. And then the ref was the biggest heel of the night. We're like, boo, let them fight, let them fight. And then
That's
like
fantastic.
the ref looks over at so basically only two people were like the referees, and then the guy who was the announcer slash like bell keeper or timekeeper, whatever. And he looks over at the guy who does the bell, and he's like, gives him like, I don't know what to do, and he's like, fuck it. He's like, this match is now an 8 person tag match.
Oh, that's so funny.
Actually, it was kind of funny because the guy, I'm assuming they're the heels because they're idiots. But although in WWE that means they're the baby faces. He's like, this is now an 8 man tag match, and his girlfriend is like, I'm a woman, idiot. He's like, this is now an 8 woman tag match. He's like, be a man.
Oh, that's freaking goofy.
Yeah, so it's so funny. So there's a part. So it's an 8 person tag match. There's a part in the match where like the goofy guy who called himself a woman, um, they do a big tag team move. And he's got his eyes closed. He's like, "We did it!" And he goes to like pick up his girlfriend in a hug, and it's the girl from the other team. And he picks her up in a bear hug, and she's like, "Put me down!" And then opens his eyes, he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And he sees his girlfriend like starting to like she got knocked out of the ring, so she's starting to like do the thing where they're pretending that they can't see what's happening in the ring while they're on the floor.
How did you forget to talk about this? You
I
just
don't know.
recapped it like it was Mayu Iwatani versus Utami.
Yeah.
You have blow for blow here.
Well, she starts coming to, and he sees that his
That's great.
girlfriend is seeing what's going on. He goes, "Oh no, push me, push me." She's like, "What?" He's like, "Push me," and she gives him like the lightest little like love tap you can imagine, and he flies out of the ring because because he doesn't want to be in the ring with his girlfriend. And then his girlfriend sees it, so she jumps in the ring. She goes, "Don't push my man." Good stuff. There's a part where him and his girlfriend are fighting on the apron. His tag team partners like bringing the guy over for a tag move. And everyone's like, "Tag him in, bro! Tag him in!" And it's so good, good shit. So I'm watching NXT specifically for those guys if they're on it.
Those guys that you don't even know their names.
Yeah,
Okay. Gotta love, but you'll know them when you see them. That's for damn sure, right?
yeah, turn into a Jerry Springer thing. It's like I love that type of shit, man. It's like for WWE. I don't even know about Stardom. It's a little bit. That's kind of like a problem I have. It's like it's always about the belts, the belts, the belts. But sometimes it's like, yo, you pushed my man. Now we're gonna have a fight.
That's
Like,
awesome.
not everything has to be like world ending, right?
No, sometimes people just don't like each other.
That's why I like the Usi.
Yeah.
And with that, I feel like I should get into the big shakeup in the power rankings. I've
Yeah,
made,
there's no I think the
yeah.
stalling is over. Hendrix is here. Archon Blade is here. That's all we need. Might as well get the show on the road.
The big shakeup is I made the executive decision. Walketeer is gone.
Oh no.
Yeah, no more Walketeer. But it has
She
been
worked really hard.
replaced. It has been replaced with our Do double G house. That's for Mercedes Monet. Right at the bottom. The Do double G house.
I love it. And you even found the dog that looks just like her.
Check out the community page.
For why that's funny. If you haven't yet.
But that's just that is an actual picture of Mercedes Monet. I've also gone through and I thought it's fun. It's like I've labeled it. So right now we have the bottom five, and then we have like top 40, top 30, on or not, and on and on. So that kind of makes it easy. So instead of fighting like each individual spot, we're like, there's somewhere in the top 20.
Yeah, I like the way we've sort of done them in the past, which made it easier. Is the people on the bottom are usually pretty easy, and then judging by October, and that's usually how they fell. Is
But this is
um,
look at this power ranking. This is huge. Um,
yeah, that's a lot of fucking
oh,
people. So might as well get going. But
some of
what
them
we
are
were
there
doing is
twice.
basically for the longest time, Hanan
Oh,
was. I like how you put the blondes together. You might as well rate them together. It's all we've seen so far, right?
for,
Although I like one better than the other.
it's like for whatever reason it like doubled up my photos.
Sometimes you got to double up your photos.
Why did
Strike a
it
pose.
do that? I mean, all right, I'll add an extra tier.
Well, our old way of thinking is once we got around the midway point was, are you better than Hanan or worse? And that was sort of going to like the upper echelon past the top 20 as if you were better than Hanan. However, does that standard bearer, is that Ami now?
I think Ami's better than Hanan tier. She's challenging
Oh
for the
no.
white belt.
Well, that's what that was going to be where
Um,
I think, I mean, it's a ways away, but that was going to be our first belt when it comes down to Ami.
Something I've done is Starlight's friend gets her own spot, but also Karma gets her own spot. She got their alter ego.
No, that's
Um,
pretty funny.
I've also went ahead and the Mina Shirakawa Club gang. Like, I just I've just kept the both of them together. They're their own
Which
spot.
I find hilarious. However, I noticeably liked one better than the other based on the one match I've seen so far, which ended up being match of the year or match of January so far for the one show we've watched.
Forever. Oh, I must have used like the template more than once or something. I don't know. All right, so who do you think is the worst in Stardom? The worst of the worst. Besides,
Other than Mercedes Monet and her Chihuahua.
yeah.
Well, I guess Waka's still got to be there. You can't not be on the bottom if you're not winning, right?
She moved up.
She moved up past the Chihuahua Monet.
You think Waka is worse than Natsuko?
Yeah, well, uh, I like it just because I like someone better doesn't mean like I like Waka better than probably
Or is
a
good.
good chunk of the roster. But I mean, come on. Come on. Her loss streak is longer than Sayaka Matani's belt reign, title reign.
I wish I could delete this. Should I even bother? Nah, let's leave it like it is.
Yeah, no, there's nothing to worry about. As long as the
Um,
girls end up in their spots, that's it's all good.
might as well get this out of the way right now. As always, at the tippy top, above the number one spot, we have the coveted Lady C tier.
That's fantastic. See, if we were gonna get rid of tiers, I was almost thinking new year, new tier. Maybe Lady C retires, but then again, no. I mean, still gonna be the goddess of Stardom fan for 2023. Stardom World has put on
Listen.
one show so far. They've put on the 1-3 show, and right now she's undefeated. We can't take the tier away when you're undefeated?
Al, since these are all down here, why don't this can just be the tier? Where's Lady C? Take her out. Where's the Chihuahua?
One of these
Chihuahua's
days, I was
gone.
definitely curious about where I'd actually put her. I was thinking somewhere maybe around 2 or 3.
Yeah, if we're gonna be like objective about it, probably.
Yeah, yeah, like, just, like, really just judge her wrestling and nothing else, like, take all feelings out of it. Yeah, 2 or 3, probably, maybe 4 at the latest.
Here. I just move. I'm like, why don't? I'm like, instead of scrolling all the way down, like for whatever reason, I copied my photos right here.
Hey,
All
that's cool.
right. I also have the Nay and even even though that you think they should get their own separate spots. I'm like, I can't be. I
No,
can't be stuffed.
I don't. Whatever. Wherever we deserve, think the worst champions in the company, even worse than Izumi, deserve to be. That's where they can just go together. So that's fine with me.
New Age Weeb just showed up.
Nice. No, we've been stalling for a while. You've made it just in time to see Chihuahua Monet and Waka show up on the board, and Lady
If
C
yeah, you
rocket
miss.
to Lady C tier.
The Walketeer has been retired. She's moved out of the basement.
That's actually funnier. Why couldn't I be witty? Hendrik said, "You're excused. Don't let it happen again. Can I see your hall pass?" Well done.
Is this where Natsuko goes?
Whoa, that's really low.
Yeah, but you know
I can't see
that's where
the
she
rest of the
goes.
thing because of your awesome. Put the Patreon stuff. Can you move the Patreon thing up, like up past the pool? Do you see where it is,
There we go.
or is that too hard? I don't want you to move shit around if it's too hard.
All right, that's gonna get in the way of that. That's fine up here, I guess.
I like that thing. Yeah, because it only shows like half that
How
thing up
about
there, anyways. Yeah, that's cool. Or switch that in the chat. Yeah, yeah, that's cool. That way we see the whole thing. You were covering up Utami the whole time. Do you believe you were doing that? Oh, look at you flipping that little thing around. That is awesome. I just want to see you flip the equalizer around for the next 20 minutes.
that's why you're my producer. That's why you're the producer. That's see,
Well,
guys.
if I can't see Utami, we have a problem here.
You, if you donate to the Patreon, you too can earn producer credits, and then we can look at that. And then we can blow the chat up a little bit more.
Boom.
Boom.
Just don't cover up the Kashima. I did
All
drop my
right.
keyboard.
All right. Who belongs in the bottom, bottom, bottom? I
Um,
thought I had. I thought I had one of Waka's teammates. Maybe she's not on here.
oh, Saida's a good call.
If she's on here, she's
Archon
pretty
Blade.
low. Oh yeah, apparently she is. I forgot I left her out.
The entire Lollipop gang, they're not going to win a match. Do you have the Lollipop gang on there?
I got them somewhere. Some of the pictures I went back for better pictures. So if we
Good
miss
shit.
someone out, well, the fact we'll go scroll back to the bottom. All right, the Lollipop Gang, yeah,
That probably makes sense. And then there's some people we just haven't seen a lot yet.
and I think we can agree that Yuko's the best one of the bunch, right?
Is that the good colors one? They're the third best color colors.
She's the one that's allowed to be seen on screen with Tam.
Hendrix is going to get a free of producer credit if he keeps that up. Enigma ain't here. He's going to make the war cry. Mazumi at the bottom. I love the fact that the fans are going to start trolling each other too, and it's not just us.
All right, last of the bottom of the bottom. How about Miyu? Where's she been?
You're going to cause a ruckus. I mean, I don't. Fingerbang Mew doesn't really do much to me. She doesn't win too often.
Or
Hina and Rena probably does make sense, but they're
or
going to be low. But I don't know if they're that low.
how about the both of Mina's two people she has hang around so she looks better?
Oh, I just like them. But that's fine. I've only seen one match of them, but I definitely liked them. And the girl that's not Zaya Brookside, I actually liked better.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, I thought I thought she was gonna come out and just be all body, but and annoying. But it was her wrestling was actually pretty spot on. I like that. I she was the best part of that match.
Yeah. The real controversy is gonna be which one of Karma's personas is the real. Wait, which one's the real persona? It's like Bruce Wayne or the Batman.
Well, I don't know which is which. All I know is Starlight's friend that I've seen in the past two shows because I don't catch all the new bloods.
Yeah.
Is this Rena and Hina territory? If they didn't have a belts, this would be Seven Up territory. But you got to have some kind of respect for the belts. No, 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 no. Oh man, I thought you were putting Hanan that low. Like, oh, we're gonna have issues. Oh, I almost had a heart attack. A little palpitation going on.
Then I can delete that tier. All right, where do you? I like Hina.
I like them, but they haven't
Oh, I'm
done
saying I like.
anything. But as far as the other girls, they haven't done anything. What's that new team that beat Julia's team on the third with that girl you just dragged up?
Oh,
Well, I
yeah.
also liked. I actually like that team, but I don't know any of them. Was
One of
that
them.
Starlight's friends friends
One of them is named Starlight's friends. One of them
or
is
no Ram Kachow's friends? Ram Kachow and company.
well, I think Ram is Starlight's friend. I like out of all of them, like I can't say I'm a fan of all of them. The one of them was named Micah. I don't. Didn't really stand out to me.
If one more person says, because sometimes you got to give the people what they want. If one more person was to say Seven Up should be like number 40, I would have to just like agree with them, obviously.
Ah, there it is.
People are starting to know you're Juno, though. You can't do it yourself. I was gonna do that.
7 Up at 40, all of them. Even the one I didn't
Hey, there
bother.
it is. You know what?
There you go. Even the one I didn't bother to put on the list. The pineapple doesn't even get to make the picture.
She speaks in pineapple.
Which, funny enough, she was the best one of their group, which blew me away. But
Oh.
that wasn't saying very much. Or who do you think should be? I still kind of like the futures tier, but not with Ami. Call it something different.
Well, we were doing once we got past the bottom, we were sort of doing like opener mid cards and like the creme de la creme, like the upper echelon was the top 10. So who would still be a curtain jerker that's not Mayu? I mean, this is the type of
Oh,
place
that's a
where I
good
think.
curtain jerker. I like it.
I mean, this is the type of area where you start seeing Ram and Starlight's friend, even though she had a white belt
Oh,
chance.
I
This
like
is
Starlight
Hina
friend.
and Rena territory. This is. I know I
But
like her too, but
I'll give you Karma. Karma is like a
all right.
curtain jerker.
I mean, finger bang Miyu's around here.
Yeah, finger bang Miyu. If you know what I'll do, I'll drag up like who we think the curtain jerkers, and we'll sort them up, and then I'll drag the rest of them up to the next tier.
Just leave the number 40 where they deserve. I
Yeah,
didn't say it. The people that stuck around.
yeah. All
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I like Ram. I think Fukigen because we're she's like a joke wrestler. I mean, I like Fukigen, but she's like a joke wrestler, and she's like never around. Saida,
Challenges to win.
she's like a curtain jerker.
Yep. Yep. She's yeah. I like sort of separating them into like the lower echelon people.
Rena,
Going from there. Yeah, Rena
Hina,
Hina.
Ruaka.
Yeah, but Rocka's starting to transcend, isn't she? You've seen it said it the last couple times. So like Rocka's she's doing something. Just can't figure out if we're gonna do the freezer bomb or the Vader bomb, but
I would even
either way, she looks terrified.
I would even say the Micah I can't think of her last name. Micah Ozawa something. I don't know. She didn't really stand out to me. She was just the third member of the group.
Which one? I'm sorry.
Is it Ozaki?
Oh, I don't know. Well, that's the problem. Some of these girls I like, I just don't know their names yet because I've seen them like once, maybe twice.
I just know she's also Micah. Micah.
Yeah, she was similar.
Hmm. Any other curtain jerker? Sakurai? She might be like top tier curtain jerker.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. You don't
Oh,
think of that because
Foxcat.
she's teamed up with the red belt champion right now.
We have Mercedes Monet right here at the bottom, the Do double G house.
That's the gear she wore to the Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah, no, it's just a picture. No, this is just a picture of her.
Jesus.
That is actually
The
taken
quality's actually pretty
backstage.
good that was taken back. I don't I don't want to be mean to ladies just because I don't like them. All right, it was my idea to do that with the video. You know what? Your quality of the stream's pretty good, and the pictures that you found because you just zoomed in and it wasn't like bad or anything. That was pretty good.
Yeah. Who else? Unagi.
Yeah, that probably makes sense.
You also got to go by body of work.
Yeah, go by body.
Well, she's got a great body. Problem is she doesn't work a lot.
Not for Stardom, it seems.
Hanan. Is she still like the top tier curtain jerker,
No, 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 no. I want her to be the
or
top
like
of
a
the.
tier
Wait,
above?
a
Well,
tier.
call it whatever you
She's like
want. It used to be called the futures level, but she's not the futures champ anymore.
she's Can you unscroll in just a little bit? Or
Like zoom out.
yeah, 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 yeah. Just because it started covering it up again with all that action of showing off the Chihuahua. Yeah, I think this looks good on all the devices I've got going.
Oh, that makes sense.
I like the thing with Hanan. Like if there's an in between, like
Well,
I know we're just calling them
I'll
things,
zoom in
but I mean
because it's just it's Saya and um. Well, it doesn't matter who it is, because they're not gonna be in this tier anyway.
if there's a crossover between like Hanan and then the next tier, Hanan's like right hiding in the middle. Kuma, this is a good place for a
Kuma,
Kuma.
that is a good place for Akuma. It's almost
Oh,
like
Hazuki's still covered. That's not pretty cool.
yeah, but she's
Oh.
not gonna be once we start sorting them out.
Fair enough.
Anybody else? Kogo, Thekla, just throwing out names. Azumi, Sakurai,
Como was really
Azumi.
good. I mean, the thing is, all Azumi hasn't upset me in uh, a month or so. So even though she did beat Hikari, but I mean, it was a good match.
Yeah, but when Utami, Sayakamatani, and Azumi team up, she's the fourth member of the group behind the flag.
Come on now.
Am I wrong? Utami does her cool thing where she shows off the abs, and then Sayakamatani flaps her wings like a bird with the flag, and then Azumi's like trying to peek her head through. She's like, "I'm here too, guys."
I'll give it to you.
All right.
All right, let's rock. So we're keeping the tag team champions are 40. So basically, we're looking at the next tier is 39. It's got to be the girls that like are just new to Stardom. I mean, in the next quarterly power rankings, they'll definitely move up. But I think Ram Kachao and her team is probably right here, followed by Miyu, Hina, and Rina. Makes sense to me.
Miyu, Hina, Rina.
And then maybe the clown, unless you want to put the clown below Rena. Or Hina. I agree with you just throwing them up there that Rena has the edge over Hina. And I like the clown there. The clown is fantastic.
Well, if we're gonna,
Death.
well, I kind of feel like Karma. All
Yeah.
right. Well, then they got to
Well,
go
no,
down
no.
then because
Well, yeah, yeah. She should be Karma. Is that her name? She
well
should be
here.
under everybody too, because we don't know. You want her up there? I've only seen one match with her.
Well, I kind of feel like
Oh,
Fukigen, Karma, and Kaichao are kind of the same deal.
I think I'd rather watch Fukigen than Miyu. And Fukigen wins a lot more than Miyu.
Yeah, but the chat's gonna tell you you're wrong, right, chat?
No, they're not. Fukigen or Miyu. Death is entertaining at least. There we go. What does Miyu bring to the table?
She's Miyu. What does she need to bring to the table?
More than the finger bang.
That's what we call the shocker.
See, I can go with that. That's not bad.
And then how about Unagi? Because I like
Oh, I don't like her. I almost like her. I'd like Ruaka, Saida, Unagi, and then Kuma, going from down to up.
wow. Yeah, but I still feel like Azumi's too high.
Yeah, I actually like that. I might actually like Ruaka better than you think Kazumi's too high coming
I like
down.
Raka better than all of them.
Really?
Yeah, she's great. Can you name
I like her
one
better than
bad?
Saida.
Can't name one bad Raka match.
Um, I guess not.
But whatever. I'm cool with it. What's the chat say?
Yeah, that makes sense. It almost hurts my soul putting Kuma over Unagi, but
Yeah. Someone said
Kuma's
clown.
been lower. I think that's about where we land on the baby bear. Even when she was the tag team champion, I think she was there. I just jumped back to August. That's actually funny. 26. All right, so he's actually lower. But that's all right. And her tag team partners usually somewhere around the top 5, the top 10. So
I like it. And now we're getting into that was quick. I liked how I did the labeling the tiers there. So I'm like, all right, these are like the curtain jerkers, and now we're getting into like top 30.
it's interesting.
Now we're getting into a zoomy tier.
Unfortunately, we're getting close to Nan.
Yeah, we're getting there,
I know.
but we're
I want her
not
to be higher. Don't you feel
there
like she should be getting a white
yet.
belt push? Hanan for Cinderella this year. Did she is she out of school? Can she like wrestle for a whole month straight? Hanan the Cinderella champion? Is that happening? Did you hear it hear it here first, folks?
Mariah top 5. Whoa. Well, she's top 28th at least.
Mariah doesn't even come out to her own music anymore. She's second. She's behind. I'm not even sure she's in the pecking order of God's eyes that she's over Tomoka and Naba.
Well, right now we're getting into my Sakurai Starlight's friend territory.
Oh, it's definitely Starlight's friend. Who's that other girl that's still there, right smack dab in the middle that I don't know? I thought we already voted her up. Is that a second picture of her?
Who? Next to Natsupoi?
With the background and stuff, right there.
Next to Natsupoi?
Yeah.
That's the girl that is gonna take Julia's red belt. Such
Oh, I thought we already didn't you already? Is that the Karma, or they all look the same to me?
no, that's the one that just was in the what you said was your match of the year,
I did like that match, that finale from
and
the New Year's show.
she was
And I
the
actually liked her a lot too. Hey, throw her in. She shouldn't be much higher. I've only seen one match from her. Doesn't make sense.
right, but we could also future proof where she's gonna be really good.
Maybe, but we've also had Kyrie at 30 before.
True,
Which I think I want to put her back down there.
but I still like her. I still like her better than Starlight's friend.
All right. Yeah, Starlight's friend is fine. And then the other girl.
What other girl? Oh,
The the girl we were just talking about. If I
fair
don't know their
enough.
name, they shouldn't go any higher.
Yeah, but that's your fault. They
I
said it
watch
on the
every
show.
show. Hikari Shimizu has been an instant favorite of mine, and I had to write down on the back of my hand her name just so I could remember it. I guess I have a name problem. All right, here we go. Nitty gritty time. This is a fun tier. Red Risa Sarah's here. Komomo, Mirai,
yeah,
Blue
but
Risa Sarah.
Azumi is not top 25.
She might be.
She's definitely not.
She might be. All right. Well, let's keep going.
So we're gonna tentatively place her there. Maybe she
No
can.
way. Even I don't agree with that. I don't know why I don't. I don't know why I can't join in the hate right now.
It's just not even hate. Like it's just facts. Just not.
She's a champion.
She's just there. She's okay.
She had one of the best matches of Queendom.
I don't remember it, so it couldn't have been that good. I remember Hikari. Hikari had a really good match on Queendom. she
Well, she made the match, in my opinion.
she wrestled at a really high speed against some chick.
That Angelo just came in for the first time and bounced. It's like main event me, number one. All right, see you guys.
All right, I could see Azumi going a couple more spots because this is definitely like my Sakurai tier like
All
spot.
right.
Maybe
So we can definitely mid this a little bit because one lunatic, no offense, Foxcat, says Azumi definitely top 10. And then it sounds like normal people are thinking closer to top 20.
right. That's why I said she could jump up a couple more spots.
All right. I'm with you. Where do we put her? Last time
It's
she ended
almost
up at 24, but it was also a smaller, as funny as it sounds, a smaller roster. There's a lot of people added to this one.
yeah. I'm like Kogo.
All right, Komomo. I like
If I gotta
oh, I like Sakurai. I sort of like Sakurai and then Komomo.
Hane,
I
I'm
it,
just. What do you think
or,
about
oh, you're
Mirai?
just doing the next sort of set.
Yeah, what do you think about
Mirai
Mirai?
should probably be there. She has,
Ami.
boy, has she had a fall from grace.
I mean, if Azumi's gonna be there, your girl Hikari's gotta be in this tier. That only makes sense.
I mean, to you, if Hikari's there, it only makes sense that Capital Saki's there. I mean, she's not even the leader of her own faction.
Yeah, because she's about to be leader of Cosmic Angels.
Not if Hikari doesn't beat her to it. You guys are about to see a Stardom fan fight. Mess with my Hikari.
I I want to say I really like Risa Sarah, but she's as much as I say that, I'm like I don't know if she's that good.
Oh yeah, they're champions now too. For fuck's sake, we're really we really don't care about who holds belts these on the inaugural power ranking of 2023, do we? My goodness.
I don't even have
Well, if
the
you're gonna have blue Risa Sarah up there, you have to have red Risa Sarah up there.
I don't even have the third Risa Sarah champion.
Yeah, she doesn't matter.
Fat Risa Sarah. Ugh. Thekla, she in this tier?
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right.
Mm,
Here comes the.
What about? All right, let's sort these
Well, let's get
because I was
as
also gonna be like Mina, Starlight's friend. She's gonna hold that 28 spot.
well, I was gonna say like let's get Azumi placed as low as we can before the Respect Army shows up. Now that Enigma's here.
He doesn't even know that I've been fighting for her. I don't. We've had change of fortune.
All right.
The lowest of these right here is Sakurai.
I think it's your girl.
Hikari,
Yeah.
the woman who opens up Dream Queendom 2022 and has one of the best matches in the entire night, gets the crowds in their seats, ready to get pumped up.
All right. How about Mirai?
Yeah. That's fine too.
or Sakurai. I don't hate that.
Mariah herself has like said, "I was a Cinderella and now I'm nothing." So yeah, and you know what? I also love Mariah, or I want to, but
but she's Mirai. All right, and then Sakurai.
yeah. Then the Risa Seras. Oh wait, they're champions. I keep forgetting that.
yeah,
All right.
might count for some.
Komomo.
Might count for something.
Yeah, but Mariah's most
Sure.
wins in 22 doesn't count when your team does. I like we could have had the most wins if me and New Age Weeb teamed up with Shuri 3 times a week. We would have had the best winning percentage in Stardom too.
Actually, Angela said this stream has drawn more money than Hangman Adam Page. Like, I think we're tied. I don't know. When's the last time you heard anybody chant cowboy shit?
Oh, probably last week.
Yeah, it is a cool thing to chant. And his song's pretty cool. He's got cool
All right.
shirts. He's not a bad wrestler. So then I'm like, I really like Hangman Adam Page. You know what? Fuck you guys. I love Hangman Adam Page. He's my favorite wrestler.
All right, 23 Thekla.
She's not. No. Because I think Thekla's better than Azumi.
No chance in hell. And
Why?
I said that.
Yeah, because you like Azumi.
I don't want to.
And I don't get why. What is it about Azumi that's so good?
Oh, it's not great.
That's why I said
It's
good.
um. All right. Well, she's got a belt and Thekla doesn't.
Who cares about the belt? We've already established that.
I usually don't put these over, but the timing was hilarious. Did you see it too? You go. What about Asumi is so good? And the Archon played, and the chat goes her butt. Oh my god! I'm sorry. I lost it. I care about that belt too. Oh, I don't care. Well, oh,
All
it's
right.
so funny to me.
Red Risa Sarah.
Okay, good. We can agree.
Hikari.
No, not above. No, Blue Risa Sarah.
Blue Risa Sarah is like world title tier.
Thekla.
All right, Blue Risa Sarah.
All right.
It's just like that's my favorite.
There's a little give and take. There's a little give and take. All right, now it gets to the nitty gritty. Does the futures champ go
Hikari.
around? You
Hikari.
can't. Thekla.
It's Hikari.
All right, can we go to the chat for this one?
No, we can't.
Thekla or Hikari? Please. This is for the top 20 spot. For heaven's sakes.
Even if I'm being objective, okay, then Azumi. I wanted to put her at 20. It's like 7. Right now, she's jumped up to 21. Someone said top 10. Someone else said like top 20.
Hikari was 19 last time. Jesus, Komomo was 16. What were we on? Oh, you know what? There's a lot of changes. Like Red Risa Sarah was like really low last time.
There's also like an extra 20 or whatever, 10 spots.
Yeah, that is true too. Oh my goodness. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Let's all just calm down here. Calm down. Getting a little carried away. Hanan was number 20 last time for top 20. Does that mean anything? Can we just put Hanan at the 20 spot now and then we see who should go above her and who should go below her?
Was Hikari ranked? Where was Hikari last time?
Actually, one above her. We put Hikari at 19.
Wow. Who
I
was 20?
know, it's so high.
Who was 21?
21 was all right. What are we at now? Like 24. All right. So actually, it's very similar to where we are. 24 was Azumi. 23 was Thekla. 22 was Mirai. 21 was Kyrie because she only wrestled like 2 matches, and then followed by 20 was Hanan. Now some of the big shakeups for that that's funny from the our last power ranking of October is Unagi we had at 17, 18, 16, 15 in that order is Mirai or I'm sorry, Mina, Komomo and Blue Risa Sarah. So a lot of the people we had in the top 20 are way lower this time around, but I not to say anything, but I think that still makes sense. All right, here's what we do. I am willing to give up Hikari to
Azu-
put Azumi in the top 20. I'm willing to do that right now.
I'm throwing a red card.
I'm willing to sacrifice
I'm skipping the
my
yellow
girl.
card. Azumi was 24 last time,
Yeah.
so
But
you're
she's better now than she was in I like her. She's better now than she was.
your bias is slowly creeping her up the list. In 3 months, she might even be top 20.
First, I mean, she's had nothing but great matches. I mean, what do you want me to say? 3 months, she might be top 20. She's better than the four girls we're looking at right now,
Definitely
minus
better.
Hikari.
And Hanan. And Magical Hummy. I couldn't remember her name for a minute. That makes a great case for her, huh?
AZM.
All right. Hikari and then Azumi. And let's move on.
Oh, that sort of hurts.
All right. Thekla and then
Like I know
Azumi.
I said that out loud, but like seeing it in action just sort of hurt myself. Oh, thank you. Oh my god, everything is better now.
All right.
Oh,
You get
Thecla 21.
you get your free Hikari card.
Uh, keep it going.
But that's probably as high as she goes.
I don't. I think Hanan should probably be number 20 again.
All right, there you go. Azumi is in the top 20. She moved up 4 spots.
I think she should be higher.
Yeah, but I don't. So we average it out.
That's true. You've given me a couple of mine. Just let it be known. It's being recorded. It's live. There's witnesses. I think Azumi should have probably ended up around 17 or 16. Just throwing it out there, but she is top 20, which is the highest I think we've ever rated her, which is fine. Which means we also think that Ami Soroy, the futures champion, Hanan, the greatest futures champion of all time, and Hikari Shimizu, the future ace of Stardom,
All right.
is
Well,
above her.
while you explain to me why you're wrong, who was supposed to be? Oh, Starlight's friend. While you explain to me who should be at 17 and why it's Magic Lamy, I'm gonna keep moving these guys up.
Who should be at 17? Hanan's better than Ami.
Yeah, except that she's not because she just lost her title to Magical Lamy.
All right, if I can take off my kayfabe hat for 2 seconds, she didn't lose her belt. She passed the futures torch, and now
Yeah.
it's time for her to move up into the upper echelon.
How did she pass the torch?
Uh, well, she beat everybody else. She had to lose eventually. I think
The,
the rule stated she probably had to give it up, right? She was about to not qualify. She aged out. Hanan white belt Enigma. Oh, I'm gonna be on the next crossover show.
where was Ami ranked last time?
Probably really low. Would I have that up here? Ami was 31 last time, and not even too far back. A lot of things change in a quarter. That was just October.
All right, that's fair enough. I'm happy with that.
That's cool.
My girl Ami jumping up. Was that 13 spots? Now's the part where all right, make sure everyone's only placed in one spot. Then make sure there's no outliers here. Like sometimes we'll be dragging people up and we're like, wait, let's pick a person. Starlight's friend can't be this high. But I think we're pretty good. Now the question is, we got 6 spots. 6 people aren't in the top 10. Pretty soon we're gonna start sounding like one of those awful reality shows like Survivor. It's like the top 4 vote on the final 8 to join the final 3.
I like how no, I like how this sort of breaks up, and you can see it. It's all sort of tiers. It makes sense. Like this next little group
That's how I'm
of
looking at it. I'm like,
girls.
who's top 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah, these top
Yeah.
6 don't.
So I'm.
Who's not top 10 material? And I
Well, I
usually
mean, they're
I
close.
it is simple to just to go like, oh, we can move people around like Mayu or whatever, but I don't like doing that. That doesn't make it interesting.
No, it's fun to go in order. And if we had Hanan at 17 here, the next group seems like something along the lines of, it hurts me to say because I love her, but this seems like the area of Kashima,
Oh, so,
Watanabe, Starlight Kid, Capital Saki.
mm, no, yes, no, yes, yes. It's like a Saki Momo.
Angela didn't see where Monet ended up.
Oh, um,
I don't want you to have to ruin everything about scrolling all the way down again, but
that's all right.
or by zooming in. I
Well,
didn't want you to have to screw it up.
if you've seen if we've yeah, been a big shakeup. As you can see, Waka is number 45, but it's not the Waka tier. That tier is officially disbarred. Number below 46. Uh-oh, zoomed in too far. We have the Do double G cheer, Do double G house for this photo. Yeah, can you believe actually she took? I found this photo like on Twitter. Like she took it like right before the match.
Oh dear God. Hey, we got a first timer and a humanoid slayer. Hey, buddy.
Oh no, What did you make me do? Now I can't. Now I can't unscroll. There
That's
we
right.
go.
I said it. You didn't have to blow it up. I didn't want you to ruin it.
Oh, bro, bro,
Tada.
bro, oh, bro,
That is
bro.
funny. I am surprised that, well, Tanahashi. I don't know. And not
Oh,
Tanahashi's
fuck.
not on this list until we see him versus Mike, or until him, yeah, him versus Micah one on
God
one.
damn it. I did say I was gonna put him on the list,
Yeah,
but I
it's
forgot.
funny.
But all right, so only four more people. Well, Hernandez as far as she goes. I'm thinking
Mina,
Micah. Well, Kyrie for sure.
Mina. Now, the Kyrie here, like running low. I mean, it's still moving up every time. But I mean, you're wrestling 4 matches a year, and you get punked out in Wrestle Kingdom in front of 25,000 people live and millions of people at home. You get dropped. Yeah, you probably don't deserve to be much higher.
I think Micah, because I don't remember if like we're the controversial ones because we both agree that Himika is like the better of the two.
Yeah, we're the only ones that believe that, and that's fine with me.
And that's fine with me too.
I also, if you're gonna throw this up here, Meltier could be there. I know you are completely like doing the thing like where you ignore, like your headset cuts out every time I say the word Mina. Like every time Yano hits a low blow, Kevin Kelly's monitor goes out. I know I when I say Mina should be coming up here, you hear fuzz and static, but Mina should probably be there.
All right, sorry guys, I had to go do something. I came back. So this is where like Saki Kashima goes, right?
Capital Saki.
I like someone said or Enigma says I like Kyrie at 11. Just keep it. She's probably top 10 material, but like it's like a swat of the newspaper. Like no, no.
Is Utami and Micah a thing I missed? I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Utami and Micah, huh?
Yeah.
What?
Huh?
Oh yeah, they tagged together.
Really?
Yeah, versus Utami versus Shiri and Mayu.
When did I miss that?
Well, cause it happened yesterday, tomorrow, day
Oh,
before.
because it's not on Stardom World yet. Oh, I was gonna say, 'cause, well, now I have something to look forward to. Holy cow! Okay.
Yeah, Shuri posted a picture of like their last tag, and it's like baby Mayu and baby Shuri.
Oh, that's so funny. All right,
Like their
I
last
got
tag,
sidetracked when
their
I saw
last
that those two girls. Ooh.
it was some silly like their last tag was like 5 years ago. So and then they were both posting like this might be the last time you see it. Now I like Saki Kashi. Depends what you value more. Like Momo's the better wrestler, but I think Saki is the much better. Like she's more entertaining, better personality.
Oh, I yeah, I agree with all that. Kyrie should be 16.
But she's better than both of them.
Fine. Kashima, I'll keep moving. I'm wondering where was. Man, I love that girl. Where's Saki Kashima on our old list?
We,
Way low, way low. So low I don't even see her. Oh yeah,
Saki Kashima.
she was 13 and Saki Kashima moved up to the Lady C tier last time. That's right. That's why I didn't see her on the list. So this is about Kashima territory.
Yeah,
I like that. I almost like her better than Micah.
I like her better than Micah.
All right.
Um,
She wouldn't have
there's
been punked out to. I'm just gonna say this once. I mean, like if the roles were reversed and Saki Kashima was at Wrestle Kingdom, I don't. I think like when she tried to get dropped by Monet, she probably would have turned into a Kishikasi, and the crowd would have like counted to 100 before she let her go.
oh Saki's not nearly that athletic. All right, what do we got here? Utami at 12. That's just kind of accurate, but
Yeah, it's unfortunately.
it's also not happening because at a certain point we just decide that Mayugo's number one, Shuri's number two. So there's an order.
There's an order. We just that's why we start at the bottom. It's more interesting than the top. Humanoid Slayer for a first timer has some great takes. That's fun.
All right, you don't like. So I think we need.
Ah, I know Tommy hasn't done anything, but we love her. Can't that still mean anything? All right, let's put up the next set.
I think we need. Yeah, we still need one more. Who's not top 10? Hanan keeps trying to sneak her way.
Stay, stay.
Uh,
Is this Natsupoi
I
Mina
was
territory?
I was just about to say Natsupoi.
You are. This is amazing.
What?
I don't know. But I have feedback issues. I feel like Mina should be up here.
What'd you say about Natsupoi?
Natsupoi, Tam Nakano,
This is like
Starlight Kid.
Hazuki territory.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Cause
Hazuki's pretty cool, and she is way better than Mina.
yeah, but
Chat will agree with that. Yeah, I pulled the chat card on that one.
I like Natsupoi better than Hazuki. Someone said Poi at 14. New Age weeb. Just put just put Mina at 11. Well, that's where because you're gonna fight me on Saki. That's why I was thinking Saki would be at 11 because I want her as high as possible, and you're gonna fight me on top 10.
Yeah, Hazuki is
Because that
definitely top 10.
and
Should we just put the
honestly,
top 10 now and then fill in the blanks?
well, hear me out. I moved Takari up to top 20. You got that means it's only fair if number 9 is Saki.
Yeah, but you've also been ignoring me bringing up Mina for the vote for the past 8 spots.
What, Mina top 10? Yeah, that's what we're talking
Only
about,
if
right?
Hazuki's number 9, then we'll have to fight it out from there.
No, Mina's. All right, all right, Saki or Kyrie or Saki?
Saki or Saki?
Saki or Saki?
Which Saki?
I'm getting
Just leave Kyrie
confused.
at 14. That's fine. Who cares? When she loses to Sasha Banks in California, we don't even have to worry about the IWGP Women's Belt anymore.
Not happening. That is one oh, but she just doesn't wrestle very much. I heard she was getting paid like a shit ton of money per appearance. So I'm like, oh, so she probably won't be the champ. And then I realized that Kyrie's also probably being paid a shit ton for 4 appearances.
Kashima was 13 last time. Slayer brings up a point. Saki top 10 for beating Shuri in both tournaments. Not only did she beat Shuri, she beat Azumi. I mean, these are power rankings for like
Which
the year. I don't for January.
which which Saki?
I like Kashima better than Capital Saki, but I'm interchangeable because I know how much you love the Capital Saki. However, if you wanted to try to squeeze
Cause
Capital
she's,
Saki up a little higher, I could see Mina being in around here, Natsupoi being around here, Tam Nakano I can see being around here. She only lasted 5 minutes at Wrestle Kingdom. She choked. Starlight Kid territory.
I mean, for being honest, Kyrie's like top 5. All right, what do you want at 14? Kashima?
Kyrie.
Just looking through my list here.
If it's Kashima or I actually, like, I'm interchangeable. I personally like Saki Kashima better than
Well, this side, well,
Saki.
my Saki's better than that Saki.
Oh shit. Did we ever tell the story real quick how we were gonna do the meet the wrestlers on Saki, and I spent a week researching Kashima, and you spent a week researching Saki, and then we were so confused why our notes didn't make sense.
I blame you. So yeah,
That's probably
I
you
blame
blame me.
you.
I have one of
Oh,
these
hang
days I'm
on.
gonna post them. I have the text to prove it that I literally stopped saying Saki halfway through the week and started writing Kashima because I felt this was
No,
happening.
I blame I blame you. So what you did is you went out of your way to never say Saki. You specifically put Kashima in all your texts. Like, we're gonna do the Kashima pod, right? We're ready for the Kashima pod. Are you looking up about Kashima? And then I'm like, oh, well, you said Saki, so that's what I did. All right, number 11.
The chat isn't too happy about Capital Saki being that high.
Well, where should she go?
I don't know. Behind Kashima. No, this is fine. This is fine. The
I don't know where else she
Who's
would
the
go.
chat covering up that I can't vote off the island? Mina?
Uh,
All
no,
right, then the next lowest is
we're good.
Mina. Just put the just like you did for your face in the last pod. Just put the I always have a Stardom fan podcast logo to cover things up.
That's all
Angelo
right.
said Saki didn't do anything this year. I mean, what do you say about that?
Just has like incredible matches with everybody. Well, this year,
My
that's
boy has
fair.
a crush. What are we gonna do? All right, guys. I've seen the Stardom fans community posts. I mean, you guys can't blame this guy for wanting to have her this high.
No, I just think she's objectively like really, really good wrestler. She never, cause probably because she never stops wrestling.
That does help.
Can I put Tam not in the top 10?
No,
Why? What has she done?
because she's better than Mina,
If any,
and she's probably better than. All right, it's between Mina and Tam right here, right now at 11.
because well then Tam, because if you kind of hate on Kyrie, well you gotta hate on the loser who lost to the loser,
That makes sense.
and she just lost her tag belts too. She's like a triple loser.
Another new one, Jimmy. We got people all over the place hopping in. It's turning into
No,
the
no,
Wild
no.
West. I don't even know what's
Oh
going
wait.
on.
Oh wait.
Mina's really
I got
finding her
Mina.
way up
I
here.
got Mina takes 11. Tam takes 11. I see some no nos. What was the no for?
Probably every time. I don't know. I think we broke Stardom fan with Capital Saki being up that high.
The point Tam cage match of the year caliber. But yeah, but then they ruined it like 2 nights later by crying and hugging in the ring.
And now, yeah,
I understand.
I liked them. I would have. I'd be much happier if they still just fought each other once a month. Then they'd probably both be top five. But no, they got to sing and dance all the way to the ring. Don't like it. Don't like
It's
it.
all right. Dude, let's put it to a poll.
What's that? Tamarita.
Oh wait, hang on.
This could be Starlight territory.
No, she's
Although
top
Starlight's
10.
one of the reasons. Yeah, Starlight's one of the reasons to watch it.
Blah, 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 blah. Let me start up a poll.
Oh yeah. How do you know stuff's working behind the scenes? We see the real God's Eye team. Momo Watanabe was a 10 spot in the October power rankings.
Yeah, tell me where Tam and Mina were at. from last one.
Mina was 18. Tam Nakano was high 7. But Starlight, we let Starlight beat. Starlight was number 6 last time. Boy, do we have a thing for Himika. She's number 8. She's also going to be. She's also in the running for a Shimi of Match of the Year or Wrestler of the Year too. Boy, Himika's coming a long way on Stardom fan. Am I allowed to vote? I'm allowed to vote if you're allowed to vote, right? Okay, while
Top.
this vote's going, I'll be back in 2 seconds. I gotta grab the dog.
Oh, well, that's a great idea. You guys keep voting, because I got us. I will be right back. And when I come back, the better be the right result. All right, I'm back. Did the dog run away? Oh, maybe the dog did run away. It's gone for a minute there. Oh man, Mina is running away with the pole here. Oh my, what did you assholes? I walk away for 2 seconds. You can't protest your way into Azumi moving to number 11. This is not how this works. You see, I control the mouse. God damn it. You assholes. Where is Azumi placed? She's top 20. Where was she in the last power ranking? Let me look it up. You can check out the last power ranking at our website. We have stardomfan.com. Actually, I'll just show you where we had everybody. What do you guys still? The dog run away.
Shut up. I figured while I was letting him out, I might as well let myself out.
Have you looked at the chat? We have a protest.
Oh no! What's happening? We have a riot. What's happening? There's a riot. I walked away for 1 minute.
I said,
What did you do? I can't leave you alone for nothing.
where was Azumi in our last power rankings here? 20 something. 24. All the way up to 20.
Come on, she's moving up. I think we put at one point she was at like 30.
Oh, where's Hikari? Hikari moved up. This is secretly like we just move up our favorite wrestlers.
Well, yeah, it's called Stardom Fan for a reason.
Well, what I've always said, all right, Mina, the chat
Are
decided.
we making this? This is unheard of. I don't think we've ever had like people moving once we've it's like a chess piece. Once you take your fingers off, we've never moved them. Are you thinking there needs to be a move? I don't know what I'm missing here.
Well, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. There may be votes, but this isn't a democracy.
Oh no!
This
You
is
must lead the revolution.
this is a dictate.
Oh,
All right,
no.
this is a dictatorship, and I rule with an iron dick.
I'm going to be really confused next month when I load up my podcast feed and I hear, "Welcome to StardomFan.com. This is Enigma BV4, and with me is the Azumi fans."
Oh no!
Oh no!
Now I said Azumi. Whoops. I don't know who would be better. All right, I get the
How high are we supposed to be going here? Where
I
do you guys
know.
want her? What's everyone yelling at us for? No one gives a shit that Kyrie's not near the top 10.
Right? I know where would she go?
And no one cares that we're slowly sneaking Hazuki up here where she belongs. I agree with Akron. She is a part timer. All right, dude. I don't know. Did you want to move something around? I don't even know what I missed. I'm so confused. Chat's moving so fast.
Well, when you left, I was like, "Oh, it's a good time to leave." I'm like, I put up the poll. I'm like, "I'll be right back," and I come back, and there's a riot. She's been
All right.
slowly moving up. She's been slowly moving up the power ranking every single time,
She
though.
well, she stopped winning matches I think she should lose. That makes me hate her less. And she hasn't hurt one of my favorite wrestlers in like 10 months. So that helps.
Right. And Tam's number 10.
Fair enough. Out of all these, the next is either Natsupoi or Starlight Kid at number 9.
No, because Starlight's top 5.
Well, then that
It
answers it. It
almost,
says,
it
it says
almost just,
Natsupoi. You got to keep the tag teams next to each other. Natsupoi just slides right into that number 9 spot.
it's
Yeah,
a,
Enigma, control your people. The army has paused right. Chill.
is this, it's a really clever way to like keep me not talking about Hazuki, isn't it? Well, let's just talk about Natsupoi. It almost turns into the faction leaders in the top 6 spots, right? Basically, unless someone else does something phenomenal.
Hazuki is better than Natsupoi, Himika, Starlight Kid, at least. I think it should go in that order. I think it should go Natsupoi, going from bottom up. It should go right now Natsupoi, Starlight Kid, Hazuki.
Well, the problem with Hazuki is I can't tell if she's such a good wrestler. Like, she's really cool. Like, I can't tell if she's such a good wrestler that she doesn't have to try.
Dude, she is so cool that she makes me not hate matches with Koguma in it.
But I
That
can't.
has to mean something.
But I can't tell if she's such a good wrestler she doesn't have to try, or if she's just not very good at wrestling. She does like 3 moves, but they're really. It's like John Cena effect. Is John Cena a bad wrestler? But then again, you can say that about Stone Cold or The Rock or Hulk Hogan or all the other greats.
Exactly. So while we're comparing Hazuki with the greatest male professional wrestlers of all time, she's at least better than Natsupoi.
I'll agree with that.
Thank you for helping me with my point.
But I think, but I think like number 8 is probably like where she caps out around.
Yeah, that's probably about right. Well, I hate to say this because someone brought it up earlier. No, I'm not even going to say it. All right, we're closing in on Utami territory.
Closing in, like near
I'm
top 2.
I'm starting to think that us and Humanoid Slayer are really going to get along. It took me a while too. So Hazuki can't even make me like a Koguma match. Yeah, you know what? I don't get the Kuma shit either, but
Well,
just
okay, I
just
will
watch
say.
Hazuki.
You know what? That is a good point about the Koguma thing. Like, I really like Natsupoi, and Tam's alright too. But when they get together, they just freaking blow. But Hazuki's the opposite. I was just complimenting her how all the rest of stars are like idiots, and they just like let's do a bear pose, and then Hazuki just walks into the ring and slaps them all in the face. So that deserves a spot.
All right. For people that think Utami should be lower, let me just throw this out here. Not more than a month ago did Aphrodite like basically win an entire tag league. So, just throwing that out there. Like it's not like Utami's done nothing.
Is this the point where we cheat a little bit and we just like say like I know we don't like to skip around, but like Mayu's top 5,
Oh yeah, well yeah.
and then Shuri's top 5,
Yeah.
and let's fight it out.
S- Oh, this is getting tough. Saya? Saya, right? I wanted her.
I
I can't. I
also
said that like a question. I also put a vote up last month because I wanted her to be number one.
I also think Julia has like she gets a begrudging top 5 spot from you. She's winning the
The
five,
fuck?
winning the 5-star, winning the title. That's a top 5 spot. Come on, come on.
All right.
And then this is what we do every time. We're like, well, usually you put Sai in the top 5, but I She's been the worst.
Oh, at what? She's the longest reigning champion right now.
Good. Tell that to her. She has like the
Well,
co-
yeah, I know she cries a lot, but she needs therapy, okay? She needs someone to like she needs to look into a mirror and says, "I am Saya and I can make it through today. I am powerful." She doesn't have that self-affirmation yet.
Yeah,
But,
you know what?
she'll be all right.
It's like when she was challenging Kyrie and they had their press conference and she said, "Saya, I know it's tough being at the top. There's all the eyes on you, and there's lots of cameras, and you always have this pressure to perform and sell tickets and like say the right things in press conferences, and you want to be the best, and you don't want to. You can't even go outside your door without the press being there. And that's a lot of pressure. Well, don't you worry, Saya. I'm gonna take all that pressure away from you, and that's what Ami's gonna do. February 14th, whatever the pay per
Actually, I
view
think
is.
that just happened like today.
The paper.
They didn't. No, as funny as it sounds, I think I saw it on a thing that that whole Ami thing, which is funny because usually Stardom slow plays everything. And then I thought I saw in the schedule that the match Saya versus Ami was on the 8th. Like that's amazing. They didn't really wait for that one.
Right?
All right, so Saya should be out of the top 5 because she cries. I mean, she's got passion. You want to talk about crying?
No,
Julie and Shuri.
she should be
Are you
out of the
kidding me? That turned into a softcore porn by the time that match was over.
she should be out of the top 5 because she got punked out by the Futures champion.
All right, that's fine.
But I will say she's better than Himika.
Which
Wait,
makes her better than Utami and Starlight.
no, I mean they're I was thinking like the faction leaders, but I'm like, wait, there's 6 factions. I'm like, oh yeah, Tam's kind of been sucking lately, not the way she usually does.
This is getting all right. All right, that's fine. That's fine.
Oh, that match already happened.
Angelo should know by now. I watch everything on Stardom World. I'm not going to see that match for another 5 days when they finally upload it.
Yeah,
Well, we knew she was going to beat her anyways, right? She probably cried afterwards too, though.
right. Top 5.
Starlight, Utami, and then we'll fight over the top 3.
Well, first of all,
Utami's too high.
just double check in here. The from the Do Double G house to the top 5. This is Casey Kasem.
Utami's too high.
No, she's not. She's not too high.
Starlight's too high.
Julia wins at
But
number 1, but
but that's fine. I mean, once Julia's not number fucking 1. What is Mayu? Well, yeah, my dog's my dog is I don't know. He's protecting the house. Go get him, boy. um, it's Utami. Like if all right, if this is the top 5 right here, it's Starlight then Utami, right?
um, well, are we looking towards the future? Or is this like what is this top 5 here? Is it like what have they done? That's probably something we should have asked at the beginning. Sometimes I'm like, it's toward what have they done for me lately? Sometimes it's like, what do I think you're gonna do? Yeah, Julia's probably not number 5,
Yeah, this isn't a prediction show.
but she's definitely not
Julie,
number 1.
you can leave Julie at number 5, and I'm happy with that. But that's probably not right. It's definitely Utami or Starlight. They haven't done shit.
Starlight's the reason that there's a second brand. See, there's a whole world of New Blood that you know nothing about. She's like the Rock. They're gonna name him after her soon. It's gonna be New Blood Kid, Starlight Kid's New Blood. Or does she have a catchphrase? Like,
Pop, sop, pop, 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 hand.
Shut your new blood. Shut your mouth. All right, number 5 is not Mayu. That we can say,
Well, it's Tommy or Starlight.
or it could be Julia. I mean, she's a
That's not right.
world.
Yeah, what makes her top three? The world champion has never been lower than top three in our rankings, except for October.
That's because the world champion has always been Utami or Shiri.
That does help.
Number 5 can probably be Starlight,
That's good.
and then Julia. I'm just
All
gonna get
right, that
all.
sounds good to me.
And then, can I propose something? Actually,
You better keep going and keep going quickly because there's going to be another riot if you if you stop and let people look at what just happened.
well, I was gonna propose something. I'm like, well, I was thinking we probably could go back and forth on whether
Oh.
Julia is better than Starlight.
I mean, there's a certain point where it's like, what are you turning on the show for? I mean, Starlight is just so entertaining, right? She's the only reason Oedo Tai was good or is good.
But
It's fantastic.
let me throw this out there, right? So Starlight Kid has a case for being in the number 1 spot because, as I've
Well, no,
said,
now you've done lost your mind.
you didn't make me make my case. Starlight Kid has a claim for the number 1 spot because she's literally the reason that there's a second brand with New Blood. Mayu has had like our top 4 match of the year candidates, so she has a claim for number 1 spot, right? A claim.
Yes.
Shuri is just unspoken, right? She has a claim for the number 1 spot because she's just fucking Shuri, and she's had like the best match, the main event of every pay per view of last year, right?
Yes.
And Utami deserves or has a claim for the number 1 spot because she's fucking Big Daddy's daughter and is the reason that Queen's Quest is still even a faction right now. But we can't have a tie. So what I propose,
You forgot the red belt champion and the leader and the winner of the 5-star.
well, what I propose here, since we can't have a tie, like the theme is we've always just someone's got to go somewhere, is we do something unprecedented. Since there's obviously a claim, there could be a tie for number 1 spot.
No, I don't see a tie. But I am going to let you finish what you're getting at.
And let us not forget that Utami is cool, royal, and beautiful.
Let us not forget that.
And that's a list right there. Is the chat gonna let me get away with that?
You
Probably
want to
not.
do a 5-way tie in the Lady C? It's too crowded up there. The Lady C tier is for special occasions. One Lady C and
No,
two
I'm
like
just
Saki
kidding.
Kashima.
No, I'm just kidding. But all right, if I like that.
Someone said Shuri's red belt run was forgettable. That's because she beat everybody by March.
That's because she
And
beat
then
every.
that like didn't have to do anything after that. She literally beat everybody that mattered in one weekend.
That's because she. That's because she beat everybody twice.
Yeah, right? Eventually you're gonna get tired and lose.
As Angelo says, Utami the total package, like Luger. Um.
I think Utami should be 4.
Okay, I'm not gonna argue that. I think she should. You know what? I was gonna say she should probably be below Starlight, but Utami just. I know I got biased. She just has like a presence, dude. Like when she comes out, it doesn't even matter that she doesn't have any belts. Like she's just that cool.
No, it doesn't, to the point, and the proof of that is like people are booked against Utami to get the big win. Like before Wrestle Kingdom, Kyrie fought Utami to a draw, and that was considered a big deal because she drew with Utami. That's how big she is. All right, Utami should be better than Julia. No.
Well, yeah. Well, the only reason that the Julia Shuri match was so big, and the only reason that the Tam Nakano Kyrie match was so big was because they both drew with Utami.
Infamy Jones, another person I haven't noticed come in before. Hello, and Utami is over with or without the white belt. If you're gonna come in and with a good take like that, fantastic. Welcome to the stream.
um, do you think Julia goes above Shuri? Probably, right?
Dude,
Yeah.
I don't like Julia. I said it.
Yeah, but there's also like this thing where there's
Ugh,
also this thing about the power rankings where like the matches do happen and people do beat certain people for certain titles.
I know. No one really likes Julia, but people love, love, love her.
I do love
Damn
love
it.
Julia. You know what? Mayu has never been outside the top two.
Let me tell you about what Mayu Iwatani has done this year. For anyone that thinks Mayu has done nothing, she puts everybody over. She practically won the IWGP championship. I mean, she's fantastic. Her matches are great. The greatest match I've
Oh,
seen this year was her versus Kyrie, her versus Alpha Female. Like, it's amazing. She's a bump machine. She's one of the best wrestlers. Everything looks. She's fucking 92 pounds, and everything she does looks real, slamming people around.
yeah, but what has she done for me
My,
lately?
she wrestled a six woman at uh Queendom. Archon Blade just did you got to read that
About
in
Julia?
the chat. Yeah, he said I find Julie obnoxious. The only match I enjoyed with her was Tam hair match. What did I tell you? That was like literally one of the first matches I've ever seen. And Tam Tam versus Julia. That was amazing.
Nah,
And it was all downhill after that.
I love her.
I know you do, but not as much as Mayu. Now, if you want, last time, and this could be a thing we do. If you're happy with how 1 and 2 falls, if you want to put this up to a vote, well, there's actually a good amount of people in the stream for who's number 1 and who's number 2. There is precedent for it. We did it last month when I actually, for I don't know, I hit my head. I wanted Saya to be number 1, and you wanted Mayu to. No, no, yeah, and you wanted Mayu, and it went up to a vote. So this time, if you want to do a vote, the only thing I can't stomach it if Julia wins. However, if that's what the Stardom fans want,
Well, that's an idea. But I've also taken into the consideration. Um, it's
there's a
like
you're gonna have a riot if you don't do a poll.
well, I was gonna say it was like we already had a riot. And it was like Utica, so I think I need to respect the Stardom fans. And there was a little bit of a riot about Azumi being too low, so it's only fair that she gets placed above Hikari.
What the fuck did you just do to me? What are you taking this out on me for? What's happening? What did I do with this? A guy says he is honest with his friends and family here. Says he doesn't love Julia. All of a sudden, Hikari gets the bump. Oh no. All right, fine. I think we still have to go to a vote. It doesn't have to be a one-on-one vote. You can throw a wrench in there and throw Shuri or Utami in it, or you can have a four-way.
I'm working on a poll.
you
So is Tam,
can put a
probably.
Zumi in there. If you want a Zumi to be number 1, throw her in there. The fans have lost their mind. Oh my god. See, you kept it on the screen too long. Now Enigma just noticed that Azumi's not higher than Hanan. There's gonna be another riot. What are you doing to me?
Hang on, I'm working on the poll. All right, there we go.
So it's definitely between Mayu and Julia, right? I appreciate you throwing Hikari on there for me, but even I'm not going to vote for her. And no one in their right mind other than you is voting for Capital Saki because the chat almost revolted when she was as high as she was. So my vote goes to Mayu Iwatani as once again the reigning, defending, undisputed champion of Stardom fan. Oh, it's a close one. Oh no, it's too close. Wait a sec. What the fuck just happened? It's
Oh,
too close.
oh.
It's you fucked up by putting Saki and Saki's friend in there. You need to redo it.
No, well, we can do it. There can be a runoff.
Is this what is it called when they do the voting where it's like, all right, so whoever wins the top two here, we need a recount. We need a recount just Mayu versus Julia at this point. I do like the fact that apparently Hikari is more popular than Capital Saki though. I feel like there was shenanigans here. We need one real
All
vote.
right, we need a
Mayu
real
and Julia only, winner take all for the number one spot.
fine.
Fuck. Yeah, Capital Saki over Izumi is pretty wild. Start another revolt. You're God
Oh, and the
damn it.
polls are closed. Oh, my vote didn't go through. Shit, I was supposed to be just one vote for Saki.
God damn it.
All right, real vote.
For real reals. You fucked up. You fucked up. And then over most of the roster is nuts, but I'll fight one battle at a time. And I thought me and Humanoid Slayer were really gonna get along well.
Hang on, all right, let me word this very carefully.
How hard is it to type in Mayu?
I gotta word this right. Plus, I have a typo.
We're gonna start losing people. Can't let that happen.
No. There we go.
So, what's happening here is whoever you vote for right here, right now, is in the number one spot. I don't understand what's happening. I don't get it. 60,
Oh,
55, 45, it's close. Do we have an even 50-50? Do we have an even number of people? Can we end in a tie? Oh no, we got 50-50.
oh, Mayu takes
Uh,
the lead. All right, we'll
we
leave.
can leave it. We can leave it open for. We can leave it open for a moment.
Yeah, while we're going through that, because I have something that well, I don't know if you'll agree with it, but I think it's a great idea.
Can I? That's fine. Before you do that, while we're talking about Mayu Iwatani and how much we love her, and she is the icon, I did something, and it will have a better home eventually. But going over the Shimi podcast on the award nominees, I you should probably go ahead and type in your web browser iwatanifan.com and see where that leads you.
Right now,
It's a thing.
all right, iwatanifan.com. Let me guess what this will take me to. I don't even want to guess. Let's just be surprised. Oh!
Were you surprised? Now, if that doesn't push her over the edge, we are the proud owners of iwatanifan.com also, okay? So, I mean, things could happen here.
Uh, this is a great POV, by the way.
It's the greatest thing ever.
For those of
I
you who
was
don't,
gonna think to do a new GIF like
well,
for the front page every year or every
no,
month,
this
but
is it.
once you found this one, this is it.
For those of you who don't know, on our website we have a GIF page, um, where we just post like GIFs that we like. Oop, this one's my
Actually,
post.
they're usually ones I actually make
Oh, you make them.
personally. I make them with the help of like other websites and stuff, but for heaven's sakes.
Starlit. They're supposed to be, what is it? Cheersing with their belts, but now it's just Starlight admiring her artist belt.
If you click on it, it might actually load.
That's glitched
But
out.
I do like it glitching. It's even funnier.
But yeah, basically, like we was like, oh, well, yeah, you like to make gifs of like stuff you see in matches, and we had all these gifs that you've made, and turns out the very first gif you made just happened to be like a home run. Like nothing's gonna beat that. All right, get your votes in. Get your final votes
Holy shit! It
in.
just got closer. I know we've been stalling. We're at 16 votes. That might be about it.
10,
That might be tapping out.
9. Get your votes in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thank God. Once again in the number one spot for the all the months in a row, Mayu freaking Iwatani, the icon, the Stardom icon.
And no one can
Congratulations.
say we influenced the vote with our question, the way we
No,
worded it.
oh, you know what? I have a question though. So I did bring up to you iwatanifan.com. Is there a chance that you could message Mayu Iwatani maybe like on Instagram or something to let her know she won a title from Stardom Fan?
Oh, or to like let her know like if she wants like the website, like whatever she wants to do with it. Like if
Yeah, yeah,
she
yeah. Is there a chance you could reach out to her?
no, I can't.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Why is that?
Man, you're gonna make me get into this.
I don't, well, you don't have to if you don't want to. We just had so much fun talking about the other day that I thought I'd bring it up at the right time.
Uh,
Is there a reason why you wouldn't be allowed to reach out to Mayu Iwatani?
there, there may,
Follow your dream, remember?
it may or may not be banned from messaging anything to Mayu Iwatani ever again. um,
Well, you're allowed to view the site. I just believe you're not allowed to send messages anymore.
yeah, like if hang on, let me go to Instagram. Let me search up Mayu. What does it say? So my last message was from
Uh, Does she know that we are not the owners of iwatanifan.com?
I well I can't tell her.
I think when Sonny's got your back, he'll tell her.
What is the shit? All right, www.stardom. If we go to the last time I sent her a message, and you found this hilarious. No, wait. How do I get to the what is the Stardom world? Let me.
Mayumi Iwatani abandoned my boy Juno. It keeps her at number one icon status for life.
Yeah. So for banning me, I'll tell you exactly the last time I messaged her, and I don't mind you. I don't remember what I said because I was probably drunk, and it doesn't let me see what I said. I messaged her on January 26, 2022, and
It was
then
that long, and the story now finally comes out.
on January 29th, 2022, the main event or co-main event was right to challenge match with Mayu Iwatani and Julia. I might
That
be
was
the
the last
reason.
message you were ever allowed to send to her.
I might be the reason that Julia's the champion right now. I got it in my head.
You Oh no. Well, you figured if you text her, if you sent a message at 4 in the morning, that was like in the afternoon, their local time.
I don't know. Maybe I tried to slide into Mayu's DMs at 3 in the morning.
You can't, you can't send my Iwatani booty call messages.
I mean, I'm not confirming or denying that.
All right,
But
that's enough
getting,
of that.
well,
Mayu
getting
Iwatani's number one. I'm starting to give you a bad name. It wasn't a bad story. It was just some.
no, I've
It
never
wasn't
sent.
bad.
I've
It's nothing
never
bad.
sent a wee wee picture unsolicited anyway.
And with
Um,
that,
no, no, no. I got one more piece of business here.
oh, it gets better,
Yeah, I was pondering this while you guys were voting. I
dude.
wanna.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. Angela says slide into LA Knights DMs. You have a selfie with the artist formerly. Oh no, wait, you didn't, did you? Eli Drake. Did you ever get a selfie with him at NWA?
How about that?
All right.
For our match, we did vote them. It was the first show of the year. It's the only
Oh,
match we've watched this year. It was the match of the year. The
okay.
My hit me with C tier.
I I suppose I can't argue. I mean, so far on Stardom World, there's been one match, and I think that match is so far the match of January, which makes it the match of the year. As far as I'm concerned, because I just watch things as they're uploaded to Stardom World, my
With
Himi with
this,
a C is undefeated, so it only makes sense.
this comment made me laugh. With asterisks, tentatively the number one ranked.
There's gonna be a cease and desist where you have to put like the Stardom Fan logo over her. You're not allowed to put the picture of Stardom Fan on your streams anymore.
Not allowed to say the name Mayu Utani.
Beep. Oh.
Yeah, so that definitely happened.
Hey, if you had a lot of fun doing this, the next live stream, probably after a week or two of voting, is going to be the Stardom Fan 2022 awards show. Um, if
Yes,
you haven't
so
listened to the nominees podcast, that's fine because I think we're going to community vote, right?
yeah, so I'll check out. Keep an eye on the community page. Here, let me hop over to the community page. Why don't we? After you go to iwatanifan.com, maybe I'll get banned from that site.
Well, if you go to iwatanifan.com, then you can click right onto the YouTube from the link. Iwatanifan.com has everything.
Yeah, you go to the YouTube channel, pop over to that community page. We'll be doing fan votes. Also, the community page is just awesome. Like we got this. If you didn't see what the Chihuahua is all about, here we go. Glam Chihuahua overcomes anxiety by wearing custom gowns and competing in dog pageants.
I love this joke. Can that get a Shimi for best joke of the year? God, it's so funny.
Yeah, but we'll be doing polls.
Best Momo Azumi. What does that mean?
Yeah. Why is Azumi the best Momo? We'll be doing votes, and then also put the link to the podcast because why not? If you want to listen to where we came up with these categories, there's some good ones in there. You want to list them off?
Yeah, there might as well while we're here. I don't have them in any special order. But we have a Kawild Award.
Yep. There's like, hey, Saki's tattoo. Some people said
Sooner or later, you're gonna be able to piece all that together.
I know. Here's a little bit. Here's a little piece of the puzzle. Oh, it's covered by the chat. There we go.
Little piece. You're gonna be able to put that together eventually.
Not enough photo books in the world to piece that thing puzzle together.
Oh, let's run through just because it's a little teaser for what's to come. Do you want to run through the? It's late. The talk about the best kept or the worst kept secret, Saki's tattoo. We all want to know what is it.
Yeah, that's all I want to
We'll go
know.
through the. It's all I want to know.
Get a night.
We'll go through the Stardom Fan Awards that are coming up, the nominees, and then
I
we'll
want to
close
know.
it out.
I want to know if it goes all the way down. What?
Some people say two. You just figured it was one that was combined.
I figure there's one really big tattoo. Yeah, start listing out those categories.
Dude, all right. Kawild. Up for the Kawild Award. Saki, capital Saki, Mina Shirakawa, Waka Tsukiyama, and Hikari Shimizu.
Oh, I figure you could just go through the the categories.
Oh, I thought you wanted everything. Oh, the categories. We have a Kawild Award. We have a
Yeah.
Match of the Year Award. Wrestler of the Year.
Yep.
And mind you, there's only 4 nominees for each thing. And as far as Wrestler of the Year goes, Himika is one of them. The Spirit Award. We have a Tag Team of the Year Award. Best Trio, Best Faction. Spoiler alert, Cosmic Angels are not on there. Stardom Rookie of the Year.
Yep.
Best Commentary Team Award. And why is it Kevin Kelly, Chris Charlton, and Waka Tsukiyama? Comeback Wrestler of the Year. And the Oprah, for anyone else who deserves an award who didn't get an official nominee. And finishing it up, we also have the Cal Ripken Jr. Award. Yes.
Uh, who will win the cow? And
Well,
why do
you
we
made art
have?
saying that. I was gonna say you made the art saying that it was Capital Saki winning it. So, although not only is Saki in the running for the Cal Ripken Jr. Award, but so is Hanan's mom.
Yep. Hanan's mom can win the Cal Ripken Jr. Award. There's also
Oh,
Daichi, the hardest working ref in the biz. If you've
nice
ever
shit.
watched, if you ever watched his prominence matches,
He's got to clean up all the mess.
yeah.
All right. Well, with that and closing it out, might as well just do this so I don't have to do it in post like I do sometimes. Because we forget what we're doing when we start. Because I got caught up watching you surfing the internet. But
Hey, it's
thank
just
you.
my own community page.
Yeah, you're not even surfing today. You're just putting up the stuff. Poi eye. I just gotta not look at the
Oh,
computer while I
Poisey.
run through the
That
close.
should that should be the new.
Poise.
That should be the new. What do you call it? That should be a new faction. Poisey.
That is awesome. Thank you for sticking around for the live stream and listening to the Stardom Fan Podcast. I am Mark, and for Juno, anything you want to say?
Um, hey Mayu.
Hey, Mayu. Hit me up, Mayu. That is awesome. You can support us. StardomFan.com has links to the Patreon, the Ko-Fi. Special shout out to Enigma V4, who, if you look it up on Talk for Glory on YouTube, has an amazing podcast you can listen to. And we didn't even see, I don't think, in the chat today, Jacob Rainbow Warrior, our other producer, with a donation to the coffee link. And you look him up at Jacob Rainbow Warrior Wrestling on YouTube for one of the best belt collections you've ever seen. I'd like to thank everyone who showed up in our live stream today. And I don't even think it goes all the way back, unfortunately.
Because
And I
the
might end up
Zoom,
missing
because
somebody.
of
I
a
know it was,
riot.
yeah, because of the riots. I wanted to go back and thank everyone, but I'll probably miss people. And there was new people. We have Joft, Hendrix, Arangelo, Humanoid Slayer, First Timer, Arkin Blade, Enigma V4, New Age Weeb, Hendrix, Infamy Jones. If I miss your name, I'm sorry. If I say your name twice, I'm sorry too. Mr. S was here. Anthony G was here. Akron Blade, did I say that yet? Probably. All I see is now I'm at the point in the chat where there is a riot. It is hard to keep up. Enigma, what did you do to my chat? I walk away for 2 minutes earlier. Anyways, it was a fun time. Anyone that showed up, thank you. Anything else, dude? Before you want to close it out and say Jane?
Uh, I mean, you pretty much plugged everything. Yeah, keep an eye out on the community page if you want to if you want to vote. I think it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, yeah,
And
that vote's
if
gonna end up being something, and maybe it'll
and
count.
if you want, and I don't even mind if you want to revolt and write in the comment section someone who's not hasn't been nominated for something.
Yeah, why not, right? And once again, thank you to Mayu Iwatani for the wonderful story, and congratulations on winning the number one spot on yet another Stardom fan power ranking. Good night, everybody. Jane, matane,
Maybe
arigatou gozaimasu.
maybe I told Mayu to check it out.